وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وبعد، يروي الإمام الترمذي في جامعه بسند حسن عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. The hadith in a collection of Imam al-Tirmidhi with an acceptable or a reasonable chain of narration in terms of authenticity, and narrated to us by Abu Hurairah. And this is the final hadith within the theme of the significance of invocation. We're going to move on to something different, inshallah, next week. And I want to end this theme with a very lovely hadith that, inshallah, is well known and enjoyed. Where he says, alayhi salatu wasalam, أفضل الذكر لا إله إلا الله. The best of invocation is the word La ilaha illallah. And the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, as a side note, in other ahadith, he would say to the Sahaba, جددوا إيمانكم, renew your faith, renew your commitment and your acknowledgement of the grace of your Lord. And they would say, how would you do that? قال قولوا لا إله إلا الله. Say La ilaha illallah. May this word be fluent and fluid upon your tongue. May you find no difficulty in saying it at any moment. May it flow out of you at every given second in your life. There's sometimes you're so say this or say that and you find it difficult. And I know that. I've sat before and had people tell me to say this and to say that. And you're not always really willing to say it. But whenever you hear the word La ilaha illallah, may it flow out of you. La ilaha illallah. This is out of anything. If nothing else in your life, then make sure that this just flows every time you're invited to say it. In another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ would say, خَيْرُ مَا قُلْتُ أَنَا وَالنَّبِيُّونَ مِنْ قَبْلِي لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. The best thing that I have said, and the best thing that all the prophets before me have ever said, is لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. And this is this concept within our deen of the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the appreciation of tawheed, the importance of us feeling that affinity to the one and the only, and the divine himself subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one else, with no distractions, and no one that comes even remotely close to the relationship that we have with him, to the respect and love and reverence that we have to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is all understood, is all summarized in the concept of La ilaha illallah. It starts with there is no God, there is except him, nothing else. I always tell atheists, you got half of it right. Just join me in the second half. Whenever an atheist comes in and argues, you're like, well, you're halfway there. You have La ilaha. Just listen to illallah with me. There's only one option to this. There is no option. Like there's only one answer that's fathomable for the existence of all of this. There's only one. Any other answer is wrong. Not because there is no other answer that makes any sense at all except one, which is La ilaha illallah. It is the truth. Upon it, قامت السماوات والأرض. Allah has established the cosmos of the earth upon this word. For this word, Adam alayhi salam left the Jannah. For this word, Nuh alayhi salam lost his son. For this word, Nuh alayhi salam was carried within the ship during the flood. For this word, Ibrahim alayhi salam was thrown into the fire. For this word, Sayyidina Zakaria alayhi salam was sawed in half. For this word, Yahya's head was torn off. For this word, Isa alayhi salam was almost crucified. For this word, Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam was removed from his home and lost his family. For La ilaha illallah. For this one word. For that you can carry it. So that you can take this ultimate truth. This one wording of truth and carry it with you. Whether you say it or not makes no difference to the reality of it. The reality of the world, of the universe, is La ilaha illallah. You are just acknowledging that you accept it. Well, you accept it, you don't accept it. If you accept it, then it's La ilaha illallah. And if you reject it, it's still La ilaha illallah. It doesn't change. It's just, you are just granted by the grace of the one and only. By his grace, I am granted the gift of knowing La ilaha illallah. I am granted the opportunity to adhere myself and my heart to La ilaha illallah. And just as he granted me this gift, he can take it away. Just as he gave me this opportunity, this beautiful gem, and he put it in my hands, he can take it away as well, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So make sure that your tongue and your heart sing La ilaha illallah at all times and in every situation, and regardless of what's going on, may you hold on to this. This is the one thing. The one thing in the hadith of Muslim, when the Prophet ﷺ tells us about the man who is standing there. And he's standing there, and they are just piling on the records of sayyah, just piling on the records, just piling on record upon record upon record, until the records are so high that you look to the sky and all you can see, you don't see the end of them. You don't see the end of the records that are just being piled in the wrong side of the scales. And of course he's standing there in complete and absolute loss, and absolute agony and fear. He knows that he has no way, and that Allah will ask him, is any of this wrong? Did someone lie? Did my malaika write something they shouldn't have written? Tell me, and I will grant you justice. I will stand for you. I will defend you. Tell me, is any of this? And he will say, no, this is it. This is what I did. Do you have an order? Give me. Do you have an excuse for all this? And he says, I have nothing. So he walks away, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will call upon him, عُدْ فَإِنَّ لَكَ عِنْدَنَا بِطَاقَةً. Come back. We have for you a bitaqa. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a letter, something, a scribble, nothing. So he looks back and he says, وَمَا تُغْنِي بِطَاقًا. And what is a letter? What is a piece of paper going to make a difference in these endless records of sayyi'at that I have? فَقَالْ لَا يُظْلَمْ عِنْدَنَا أَحَدٍ. No one is oppressed here. Here only justice is served. No, you come back. We owe you something. You have to be witness as we add it to the scales. So they look at the bitaqa. فَإِذَا عَلَيْهَا لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. So they take it and they put it in the scales, and it plummets, and the records go flying into nothingness and into nowhere. And he calls subhanahu wa ta'ala and he says, لا يثقل مع اسمي شيء. With my name, nothing has the weight of my name. Nothing will outweigh the glory of my name. So say La ilaha illallah and embrace it within your heart, because this is how we make it Yawm al-Qiyamah. This is what we hope. This is what we have nothing else to depend upon. Wallahi, we have nothing else. What? Our deeds. I'm going to go and make an argument with my deeds, with what I've done, with my life, with my choices, with the way I spent my time. Allahu a'udhu billah. What am I going to do? To go through my book and point out all of my great achievements? What? I have nothing. I'm coming with the grace of La ilaha illallah, just hoping that will help us. That's it. That's it. It's always what it's been. There's nothing else. You live your life, and you just try to do just enough, so that when you say, Ya Rabb, I believed in La ilaha illallah, He tells you that is true. I know that's true. You truly did. Yes, you made mistakes, but you truly believed in La ilaha illallah. Just to be able to claim that you accepted it, because it's a claim. La ilaha illallah is the fact. You just have to be able to prove that you really did believe it, that this claim that you made was truthful to you. And that's all it is. I hope that was a benefit to you. يروي الترمذي في جامعه بسند حسن عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم أفضل الذكر لا إله إلا الله. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.